All right, how we doing, baby? We ready?
Maybe.
Maybe. Emergency, get the dogs outside. We just got home a little bit ago.
Georgie had to go potty.
All right.
Is it making all sorts of noise?
Whew. What's making all sorts of noise?
The dogs. George just came barely.
Here we are. Let's get that more on you, not me. Oh, see, the tree still doesn't show up the way I want it to.
Well, I don't know what to do.
You can
for
just
that.
scoot. Ooh.
Crush your hand.
How's everybody doing tonight? We had a basketball game tonight. TJ had a basketball game. For them, it was just a scrimmage.
Yeah.
It wasn't a season game or tournament or anything. It was just scrimmage. And they actually, so TJ's in 6th grade basketball, and they ended up scrimmaging against a 7th and 8th grade team who had some really big kids in it.
Oh, yeah.
And they did really good.
They did do very good.
It was, what was the score?
30-37.
Yeah, we lost. But they played against a lot older, a lot bigger team. Or not a lot older, but they were definitely, you could tell they were 7th and 8th grade, not 6th grade.
Oh, yeah. It was very obvious.
So anyways, we had fun. We just got back home, got some of the chores done, and then we realized we hadn't let the dogs out, so that's what Jenny was doing here real quick. Whew. All right, who's all here?
Freedom Homestead.
Freedom Homestead, Jack and Tangy.
Scatchmade Homestead.
Scatchmade. Hey, speaking of Scatchmade Homestead, they are Tanner's Pecans and Candies, and we are giving away some pecans tonight from them. Boop, 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 boop. And there's their YouTube channel there. Super excited. Danny and Leslie are super nice people.
They are.
And we'll talk more about that here in just a little bit.
We got Noah's Ark, Jack the Caver, Green Gables Homestead, Tim Beverly.
All right. So Jack the Caver's here. Should I wait a little bit or should I do it real quick?
Tim, why are you saying it's December 22nd? It's the 21st.
Did I screw up again?
No.
Oh wait, any volume yet?
Yeah, we unmuted.
Oh.
Tim's making me confused here.
December 20.
Brendan Duncan, Coco Noel, Beyond Mountains Homestead. Sorry, it's my first time wearing my contacts in like 2 weeks or longer, and like it's kind of fuzzy. Flip Flop Barnyard. I still just love that name.
I told her that in the one of the emails that we responded to. I said, by the way, I think that was the email. I said, by the way, we love that name, Flip Flop Barnyard.
Yes.
So, you said Jack the Caver's here?
Jack the Caver's here.
I want to finally do Jack the Caver's joke here. I'm going to try and play it from the instant message that he sent me.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if this works. So, if you guys, I'm going to mute Jenny and I, and you guys should hear it no problem. We'll see. If you don't hear the joke, yell at Jack.
This is Jackie. So, I got a joke for you, so here it goes. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Yeah, you'd think it'd be the R, but it'd be the C. Hope you like it. See ya.
All right, good. You guys can hear it. Good, it played. Good. I don't know why I didn't just do. Remember, I said last week I wanted to try.
You wanted to do it.
I wanted to like save it so I could play it, but then I got thinking, well, I can just play it right out of the instant messenger, and the computer could hear it.
And we definitely could not. We couldn't say it the way that Jack did.
Yeah,
it had to come from Jack.
Yeah, I let Jack say that. And then so Jack the Caver and Freedom Homestead. So Tangy the Caver's wife, Jack the Caver, they merged to Freedom Homestead.
Yes.
And they've got a kick butt live show.
Yes.
They are very entertaining. I want to say Mondays at 9 Eastern, is that right? Maybe they can tell us.
I don't know the time, but I know that it is.
Because I'm pretty sure it's Mondays at 9. I even meant to email them and tell them that they are just they are very entertaining to watch.
Yes.
They can definitely keep you captivated and all that good stuff. So go check out their live show. It's a good live show. Family fun, family oriented. It's usually Jack, Tangi, and Emily. So yeah, no, it's definitely a good entertaining show. What do we got going on? What else do we want to do? Or anything?
I really like.
Let's talk about this again.
I'm kind of mush.
So, Leslie and Danny from Scatchmade Homestead.
Yep.
They own Tanner's Pecans.
And candies.
But I think the website is
Tanner's Pecans and Cane.
No, I got it in the description. We don't have a mod tonight.
We don't have a mod.
Nunda's out having fun tonight. But they own Tanner's Pecan and Candies, and they're letting us give away a 1 pound select natural halves. Oh, and I gotta say it right. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say it right. If I don't say it right, I'm wrong.
That's
right?
Yep.
All right, so here.
I just fed right into that one, didn't I?
Let's see how. Okay, so these are Primo Lower Alabama pecans. Therefore, you must pronounce them as pecans and not pecans, because that's what truckers use. Pecans.
I guess I didn't catch the rest of that message earlier. That is hilarious.
So that's Danny Fox's Tanner's pecans and candies. It is pecans. It is not pecans. All right.
That is too funny. I did not catch the rest of that. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, check out their Facebook page, their website. Hey, go over and sub to Scatchmade Homestead. We got to hang out with them in Tennessee last year.
Yep.
Somewhat. And actually, we got so wrapped up and forgetful that we missed a dinner date with them.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help. I didn't catch where they said they were going, and I didn't know Crossville that well, so.
And we didn't really know that they left.
No. It was crazy.
But we know, I think they waited for us for a while. At least that's how we feel. We feel like we ditched you guys, and we feel bad about that, so.
Yeah.
Well.
We'll make up for it next time.
Yeah. Are they going to be there?
I don't know. Are y'all going to be there? I'm like trying to put all your links in real quick. So.
I assume that's TNG. LOL, I got that. It took me a second.
Yeah, I missed it when I read the message earlier. What are you doing? Oh, that's our list. My list, because I have to have a list of stuff.
Yeah, no, and this is a good list. This is people that have contacted us and want to give something away on this live show.
Uh-oh.
So tonight we're doing Tanner's Pecans. And then in no certain order, we have 2 other items from Bettin' the Farm to give away, right? 2.
Yes.
Flip Flop Barnyard. We love that name.
I love that name.
Meg Holler at the Holler Homestead. Holla!
Oh, knew that was coming.
Did you want to do it?
You no, I was mocking you doing it because that's what you always do.
And then this garden planner. Have you guys heard of Clyde's garden planner?
Oh yeah, that thing is so cool.
Somebody shared it in our group originally. I believe it was Allie.
Not what I wanted.
And it was really cool, and I really liked it. So I got a hold of Clyde. I said, "Hey, Clyde, can I give some of these away?" He's like, "Yeah, sure. I'll send you a box." I was like, "Okay, cool." Okay. So if you haven't seen this, we actually just gave one away in our group tonight. Hey, the winner in our group is here. Do you mind if we mention who you are? But it's the Clyde's Vegetable Planting Chart.com. You can also find him on Facebook. But so we've already done one contest giving this.
Sorry.
Woo! Giving that away in our Facebook group, Pratt Pack. What is it? Pratt Family Homestead Friends.
Yes.
We've already given one away. Let me do this. Let me click on this. There we go. We've already given one of these away in our group, and
what'd you do?
I'm breaking stuff.
Yeah.
And we are going to go watch his videos over there. But he's given us the ability to give away quite a few of these. So next week on Instagram, maybe Instagram and Facebook, but Instagram, we're going to give another one away.
Yep. We
are thinking of putting together, if you remember last year in March, or this year in March, we did a really big giveaway. Some channels
Really?
Contributed some great stuff, and we had that was so much fun. I love giving stuff away.
That was crazy. See, I'll see what I do with like.
So we've got this other giveaway idea, and this garden planner is also going to be part of that giveaway as well. Mm-hmm. And we haven't even used up all the ones he said we could give away. So we're going to give away at least 2 or 3 on the Thursday shows.
Yep.
And some other stuff. So I just thought they were super cool. What are people saying? Anything?
I'm not really sure. I'm trying to fix this boo-boo that we made.
What did we make?
Whoa.
Or I did?
Yeah. You still had you put Cog Hill Farms Instagram on the one link, and I'm trying to fix it so it's easier for me to see.
Got it. Okay. But anyways, those planners are super cool. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but I didn't know that those planners have been around for like a long time.
I had no idea.
And Baker Creek actually sells them.
And at first I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then like he kept going and explaining it, and I'm like, oh, that's really
And then
cool.
pulled it all the way out.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to have that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. All right, so that's pretty cool.
Back to what we're doing.
Flip Flop Barnyard just got a hold of us last week, wanting to give away an ebook, and we'll get to all that. So, anyways, what have we been up to, babe?
Well, what do you want to start with?
I don't know.
Saturday, I had the bodyworker out for CJ.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to pull up CJ pictures?
If you could. I'm waiting for him to get pictures of
I'm getting there.
I don't know how he does all of it, and I never know when it's showing, so.
Nope. Cancel.
Anyways, yeah.
What happened?
I had the body worker out for CJ. She works with like the nervous system.
There you are.
There I am. Yeah, and CJ's big face. She works with the nervous system, and what she does is she like stimulates the muscles and the nervous system to help his body relax. And he is
Hi, Rose.
a big ball of tension, pretty much is what he is. And so she showed us how to do a bunch of stuff so we can work with him daily. And she also spent like 2 hours doing different just different muscle relaxing things with him, and red light treatment and stuff.
She did some cool stuff.
She did, yeah. And what some of the
like
stuff
I didn't know ribs were supposed to move.
Yeah. And, well, they're supposed to, and his don't.
Right, exactly.
So we got to work on that. But do you want to show this picture? I know I sent it to you. Her hand in his mouth.
Yes! Yeah.
She puts her hand, like, way up in his mouth above his teeth, and, like, puts very little bit of pressure. And some horses, if they want to get away, they lift their head and turn it and everything, and they can easily get away. But he actually enjoyed
Is that okay with her?
Yeah, and leaned in to her so much that he about took her to the floor.
Yeah, he was loving it.
It was just releasing a lot of pressure and tension in his head and in his face, and he absolutely loved it.
And what did he do next?
Oh, yeah. And then, so with that, he did a lot of releases and yawning and stretching and licking and chewing. Those are all releases for horses. It helps them to relax and release tension. And he did that. And I think it was...
This was the second or third time he did it, really.
Oh, yeah. If not more.
Yeah.
And I put that picture on Instagram, and Doug's like, it looks like Mike is telling CJ some cool jokes or some funny jokes or something. Right. And that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like he's laughing, but no, he's actually releasing some of that tension. So it was really neat to work with her, and I can't wait for her to come back out. And she gave us some tips of some other things to do with him to kind of help him build his muscle back up and everything. So yeah, it's great. Part-time permies, I completely understand about ribs moving and breathing. Yeah. As a whole, as they move, but this was more individualized. Yeah, so you take your hands and you push them like on the ribs and kind of push ever so slightly, and then you bring your hands together, and the ribs are supposed to come together kind of like an accordion, and they're called rib accordions, and that helps the muscles because everything for a horse is connected by muscle. Even the front shoulder blades, they're not connected by bones. It's all tendons and muscles and stuff. And he's very tense and tight, and so he's not able to take long strides because of that tightness in there. And so he's all tight through his ribs and his sternum, so that doesn't allow the rest of his body to be able to move more freely. So, yeah, it's really neat. She didn't do infrared treatment. It's called red light therapy. And
Are those infrared though?
I don't know. It's a couple different levels of red light. Some of them you can visibly see with the eye, and that helps to warm the muscles, like on the top layer. And the ones that you can't visibly see are the ones that she said warm the cells.
Oh, that's right.
And I can videotape the next session, but I don't have permission to share it on social media.
Yes.
So all of our pictures, we tried to avoid getting her in the picture. Yeah, there's the red light. Or you don't? Do you have that showing?
Nope. I'm going to.
There's the red light therapy pads. While she was doing some ligament lifts and stuff with him, those were across his back. But it was just really neat.
Apparently, Wholesome Roots is a little chat happy, and she got put on time. YouTube must have put her on timeout for commenting to her, and we didn't do that. So maybe there's a setting we have set somewhere or something I have to look at, but that's
I don't know.
Kind of funny. And then there was something else. I thought there was something else I missed that I was gonna get back to.
Well, she had asked if we got our ginger.
Oh yeah.
As of when was I at the post office last?
Late last week or early this week.
Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. Yesterday afternoon there was nothing in our post office box. But I didn't go today.
That must have been it.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about this?
Why would you need to? Okay, so Green Gables. Why would I need to do that for CJ?
Do what?
The body work.
Oh.
So one thing that we
we could give the lady lots of money and she could make a living.
Yes. No.
It actually was awful.
It wasn't, and she spent so much time with us.
Yeah, I think she charged us maybe for an hour, but she was here for more than 2 hours.
She
got wrapped up in working on CJ and
he was responding well, and he was all
completely lost track of time.
Yep. I decided to contact Leah to see if she would come work on CJ and see what he was like and stuff for a few different reasons. When we started making all the changes to his hooves, he was responding very well. If you all see lights moving, it's our little light thingy out front. And I keep catching it above my head. It's not like bugs or anything. It's lights.
You can see it
right there. And it keeps going right by my head. We got his hooves to do a lot of changes, and he was moving better and he was feeling better. But then we noticed that he had what I thought was issues in his back. And so we had the chiropractor out a few times, and she made adjustments, and they helped for a little while, but then he would go back to not walking very balanced, and his hooves would get off balance, and so we could tell that he had pain somewhere. And he likes to favor his hind right. And so, meaning favor as in not wanting to walk on it as much, he'll rest it more than any other hoof. And so it was having his hooves,
hind right?
Yeah. It was having his hooves off balance. And so his heels weren't able to grow. His front left heel wasn't able to grow. So trying to make changes on my own and put him on a better joint supplement and put him on vitamins and minerals, it wasn't making the improvements that I was hoping for. And so I asked Leah to come out, and turns out he does have a lot of ligaments and muscles and tension and stuff that's keeping him from being able to move properly. And so hopefully we can do these things that she's taught us and then have her out a few more times. And it'll help free up those muscles so then he can go ahead and be the spunky self that I know that's really inside there. Because he loves the snow. He likes to run in it. All the time he likes to run and buck and play. But he's old, and he's got this tension in there that it does keep him from being able to move freely. So that's fine.
I see 1870s Homestead says, everybody ready for Christmas? I think they are. Why don't you guys take a look at this? Take a look. This had me, had me cracking up. Here you go. Here's 1870s Homestead on Instagram.
Make sure it's showing.
There's no volume.
I know. Make sure it's showing. I see.
Oh. I don't know why I was dying. That's awesome. But there's no sound to it, I don't think. Dancing, dancing. I think they're ready for Christmas. And the caption says, hope all you fellow homesteaders eat well this holiday season. I know we will. That's awesome. Oh, I saw Tangi commented on that too.
That's cool.
We can talk about this real quick.
I have no idea. Oh, that.
Love is in the air.
Yeah.
You got anything?
No, I was just reading the...
And I thought I had missed another one too.
I guess I'm kind of glad there was no volume.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so our two of our goats. So the brown one is Allie and the black and white one is Sparks. Both of them, you know, we try to spend time with our goats. Not a whole lot of time with them, but for whatever reason, these two are anti-human. Like,
both of these ones.
Feed me, don't touch me, don't come within 3 feet of me.
Right. Is this bigger?
And
no, it's not any better.
So Allie was in heat, and so I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to get the two anti-human goats together? Because we couldn't breed her with the one buck that does like humans because he's her dad. So,
I wasn't around.
Yes, our male goat does look like Mike. They are both bearded, and I've been wondering who's going to win the contest by the time that somebody loses the beard. So, it is kind of funny. The kids and I talk about that all the time. But,
I almost had a thought last night of cutting my beard off. Like, right about here.
Yeah, like a quick half a second thought. No, we won't talk about that. But I was with TJ's assistance. I'm so glad that kid is of age that like
we've been saying that a lot.
Help. Yeah,
it's nice having a kid old enough to.
Yeah, with TJ's assistance, we managed. Allie put herself in the back pasture, and I'm like, okay, dude, if that's where you want to be, the weather's nice. I don't want to worry about you being in weather because there's no shelter in the back pasture. So we just had to get the boy goat from his pen across the drive into where Allie was, and it took a little while, and it took me running and chasing a goat, and clicking at it, and TJ's like, it's not a horse. He's not going to come to you, Mom. I'm like, well, I have to try everything I can. Finally got him over there, and they spent probably 4 or 5 hours together, and then had to try to get him back. But we'll see. Hopefully May babies from her. Hopefully.
The bird's all the talk right now.
The turkey. That was too funny.
So yeah, so we have another kid due, or kidding February?
February 4th. And May 18th is what we're looking at.
February 4th, I need to get some ads out.
Yeah.
Because we're not keeping these.
Nope.
And we're not keeping those.
Nope.
We're maxed out on goats that are staying at the house.
No more goats.
Right. Yeah. But that's going to be so awesome that we're actually going to get some offset milking. And then, you know, if Danny can get knocked up in the next, couple months, everything would really be offset.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool if it did all work out that way. But
oops, sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. Do we still have snow? We have snow in the mounds where we had plowed them up kind of high. But otherwise, all of our snow is gone. Yeah. Which is kind of a bummer. It makes it not feel like Christmas is this week, but it's kind of like not a bummer because snow is cold. But I guess that doesn't really matter because next week we're supposed to be highs of like 21, but no snow. So, I mean, if it's going to be cold, I'd prefer to have snow.
Yeah, in fact, I don't know how my folders are all messed up here.
I don't know what you did there.
But yeah, I was gonna show this is next week's forecast.
Oh yeah. See, that's just awful. That's cold.
And so like Saturday night is still supposed to be pretty warm. But I think it's actually technically midday Sunday, things are going to start dropping drastically.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's going to be Monday now. They changed it. But yeah, we'll get some single digits there. And
it's going to be cold. I don't like it.
Oh, I actually had this picture. That's a better picture. I didn't realize I'd put the picture on here. Or you did.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
There, that's a little bit better picture of the two lovebirds.
So those little mounds, those little mounds of snow, that's pretty much what we got. So that's about
Yeah, and this was actually a couple days ago, so those mountains might not even really be there anymore.
Yeah, I think they're those were the kids' jumps for just sledding down that little hill.
I'm gonna have to order. That's right. I almost broke out. Jack almost broke out that Vikings hat a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was cold before, but yeah, maybe Jenny can come up with a new hat for me this year. I should have a yearly crazy hat.
I actually thought of one that I was gonna do. I just haven't had the time. Even Dana had said that we've got in one of our pictures or videos or something. She saw my yarn sitting on the end of the couch, and she's like, "What are you working on?" And I was like, "Well, it was a scarf that I started, and I lost complete ambition to finish it. So it's like a third of the way done, just sitting there." I'll get there.
Flip Flop Barnyard, you're gonna lose Jenny's interest real quick when you're talking about 80s where you're at. She's gonna be like,
Where?
I ain't talking to those folks no more.
Yeah, that's not fair. Man, I would love some more. I already miss summer, but today is the longest day of the year. I've survived to this point. It can only get better. I mean, it's gonna get colder, but the days will get longer. Like a minute a week, but the days will get longer. I'm there.
That's awesome, Freedom Homestead, Tangy. They might have a white Christmas there.
That would be nice.
That'd be awesome. It's not looking like we are. I think we have a possibility of snow Saturday.
No.
Oh, they changed that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Snow's not until like late next week now.
Oh, bummers.
A donkey hat. I'll make you a donkey hat.
That could be fitting. And then
I know what I'm making you.
Whoa, what?
Nope.
You're not gonna tell
It's
me?
gonna be funny now.
Is that Gilliam Acres? We are in southern Michigan. For the most part, we are right where Michigan, Indiana, Ohio all bump into each other.
Did I say it's the longest day of the year? Well, it feels like the longest day of the year. No, it's the shortest day. Yeah, y'all right. I messed up.
Oh, did she ever answer?
We got married on the longest day of the year.
We did. Isn't that kind of?
I don't know.
That is kind of the longest day of the year.
Yep. You had to do with me.
Yeah, so that contest is probably not in there. Maybe we should just ask her again.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to find it.
Oh, here, click over here.
What?
And Control F.
Oh, he's asking me to do computer stuff, guys. Nope.
Yep.
Oh.
Mud. I just said it. You can just keep hitting enter.
Do I? Oh, okay. Nope.
No, keep going. And it'll go back to back to the top.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So in our closed Facebook group, Mud Pie Girl 2 won that contest. So she's getting
even over here going, yes.
Yeah. she won the contest, and we got to talk to her in Tennessee, right? That was Tennessee. Yes, Tennessee. Anyway, so she won the contest. We got the video in there, so go join the group, and you can see how the contest went.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we'll probably have another one in there.
Probably.
But congratulations, Mud Pie Girl 2.
Side note from Mud Creek, Texas. Every day is the same length. Yes, I'm talking about. I love the sunshine, and actually, it's kind of funny because when the sun does come out in the winter, here, anyways, it's very rare, and like I will stand in front of the window. Last year, I have a picture of Grace and I laying on the kitchen floor in the sunshine. Like, when the sun comes out, I'm like, the sun has to be my friend. And the kids will complain because the sun's coming in the window at lunch. They're like, can you close the blinds? I'm like, you are crazy. No, just close your eyes. You don't need to know what you're eating. Gotta keep the sun.
Okay, so also in our group, we have people post stuff on Thursdays. And last Thursday, we didn't get to it at all in our live show. But we asked them to post some jokes and whatever they have going on in the comments of one post, and we'll like to share that with you. So, I think for this one, I think you need to knock me.
I have to knock you?
Yeah.
No, you have to knock me.
Nope, knock me.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Knock.
No, I gotta do it to you.
I told you!
Well, she forgot a line.
No, I know, but I knew the joke.
Knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
I did not know you could yodel. See, she didn't put
Who's there?
She didn't put who's there. Okay, and what instrument do you find in the bathroom? What instrument do you find in the bathroom?
I know it.
Sure, two family, go ahead. That's fine. Jenny was just pointing. I was
What instrument do you find in the bathroom?
A tuba toothpaste. A tuba toothpaste. All right, so
I still like the little old lady who.
There's those jokes there. And then we'll go ahead and do this one too. Everybody can see it now, but why shouldn't you tell a secret on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes and the corn has ears.
I did miss that one earlier. That one's funny.
All right, so let's see what else. You know, he didn't share it in a public forum like this, but Ryan Kramer, Uncle Haas, I'm not going to show it because it's not, because it's a closed group, but he shared a Merry Christmas from Virginia, and it was a whole bunch of toilets laid out with lights, like reindeer, right? And Rudolph had the shiny nose, and so they I got to reading down farther in the comments. I think it's a plumbing company there in Virginia that has that set up. It looked pretty cool, but I kind of thought it would fit great in our yard.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have a bunch of toilets in the front yard.
That was funny. Oh, I seen that picture.
That was the lunch lady at school used to say, "You don't even know what you're eating."
That's right.
That was too funny.
Fundamental Home, Amanda's here. What's up? Let's see. Let's another one. Boy, Jessica Perez jumped in here with a bunch of jokes today. A lot of times it's Allie who did the knock knock, and Brenda posts a lot, and I know Jessica has too. So, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Part-time permies, we answered to family. We gave them the go ahead. You can go ahead.
I wonder if we're that far behind.
Maybe. I don't know. You mean if there's that much? That
much of a lag. Because, I did. Or maybe I wasn't clear. I was kind of mid-sentence. Yeah, if they want to share it, go ahead.
Oh, there it is. I think maybe we were all just a little gung-ho.
Let's see. What was I saying? Oh. Why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Am I supposed to answer, or are you waiting for them?
I'm just going to kind of go through these, I guess. Because he was outstanding in his field.
Outstanding.
Oh, you know what else we've been really bad about tonight?
What?
I got to show it again. We are giving away these pecans, and we need to do it now because we like to do it about 9:30 when we're giving away somebody else's stuff.
Yes.
If it's ours, we're like usually waiting until 10:15. But Tanner's Pecan and Candies, Leslie and Danny Fox from Scatchmade Homestead, that is a whole big long sentence.
That is.
Are donating one package of these.
£1.
A pound. Of the link he sent me was for halves on this picture. Yeah. It's for halves. And they are excellent. We actually just had some of these pecans tonight in dinner.
Yep.
Jenny made a chicken salad, put pecans in there. So please do that. Do you have a question ready?
I don't, but I'm going to sneeze.
Okay, do you want me to mute the microphone?
No.
All right.
Maybe I'm not going to sneeze. I do not. I'm trying to moderate over here.
You could copy that whole thing at once. Make it
No, it doesn't let me.
Really? I did not know that. Okay. So we do not have. Do you have a question?
I don't have a question.
This year sometime, Leslie and Danny Fox were a pleasure for us to meet. Where did we meet them? That's the question. Get your pecans. Pecans! Not pecans. Pecans. Where did we meet them? Do you want the whole name, a state? What do you want?
Well, I'll see what.
Pecans. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is too. Yeah, these are all winners, really.
Yeah. Or most. But we'll go with that one.
Yeah.
Because we didn't specify.
Yeah. That's kind of jacked up.
A little bit.
Like, it's jacked up that we didn't specify. So, yeah. Freedom Acres was the first one to come.
With Tennessee. Which is where we... Yeah, and it's hard because, like, not everybody knows quite the full name of it and stuff. So the conference name was...
The Terrace Conference, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also the very first correct answer.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Tennessee would have been correct. The conference would have been correct.
Yep.
So we're going to go with that. We should have... That's a lesson learned. We should have specified more.
We'll
okay.
be more careful on that next time.
Crazy Days is in the house. What's up, Wanda?
All right, so Freedom Homestead.
Freedom Homestead.
And then they followed it up with the Great Appalachian Homestead Conference. So
Oh,
they hit on all of it.
Let's see. Contact us and get a hold. I didn't work that out with Danny either. Is he in here? Is Scratchmade in here?
I don't know if they're still in here.
They were in here.
Yeah, they were in here. Yeah, TNG, go ahead and just message me and we'll figure it out with Danny of what to do. So we'll just go from there.
You know, Leslie posts a lot of videos stuff that happens in Tanner's Pecan and Candies.
Yeah.
They do a lot of other stuff. They bottle hot sauce for other companies.
Yeah.
And a lot of other stuff. I'm trying to.
They do
Mustard. I see
stuff.
people.
And
Mustard.
they make pies and oh my gosh, they make so much stuff.
And Leslie has been posting little videos of the workers there having fun lately.
Yeah.
It seems like they've created a pretty fun work environment there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, so that's awesome that you guys get some pecans,
All right.
not pecans. You don't want those.
I'm still in awe over the beard. Life on Beagle Road. What was that? Oh, yeah, okay. Life on Beagle Road saw Cog Hill's farm post about how we blew up his YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. You guys did awesome.
He came over and subscribed. He left a comment. He said, I subscribed because of the beard.
That is too funny. But yeah, that was so funny when he was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what happened. You guys blew up my phone.
If
it was hilarious.
If you didn't... Boy, he posts more than I do. Yeah, so this is what Cog Hill Farm posted.
And it was too funny because people wanted to learn how to Skype.
But apparently he and I ended up messaging, emails back and forth, and I got it right. He said hundreds of comments. Or 100 comments or something is what he said. He seemed genuinely impressed by that.
Yeah,
so that's cool. That's really cool. You guys went and did that. Thank you very much. What's Crazy Days been up to? Who haven't I said hi to? Bobblehead Homestead, Gons. Oh, I had something for Gons. Or did Gons... Oh, I'm drawing a blank. All right. Tomorrow.
Oh, they're saying that the sound was on the scroll for Cog Hill Farm and that it was like drowning us out.
Oh.
I had no idea that there was.
Oh yeah, I didn't
sound.
even hear any sound. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I had no idea there was. Thank you. My hair, filling my hair. Cat lover.
Yeah, you did what a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was November 18th.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah.
Which it has grown. I was kind of surprised.
Right.
Like, I mean, my hair doesn't usually grow fast, but it has actually grown probably an inch or so right now already.
At least two kids said, "Mom, your hair's lopsided."
Yeah, they did not like this. They're like, your hair's crooked. I'm like, I know.
Aunt Hillary messed up cutting your hair.
Why is it crooked? It's like, because that's the way I wanted it. They're like, I don't like that. Well, good.
You know what? I'm having fun doing this. Let's see.
You haven't said hi to somebody.
Who didn't I say hi to? Bandana Grandma! Wait, who are you? Oh, that's funny. Go ahead, tell them, hon. Tell them what I did. Repeat. We can tell them again.
Tell them again. Okay, so we were at the Homesteaders of America conference in Virginia in October, and we were talking with Dana Sullivan, and Mike walked around, somebody standing there, and he's like, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am." And even later on said something about like her being able to go up to watch what Dana was doing. She was showing me some stuff on the spinning wheel. Totally did not even realize that it was Bandana Grandma the whole time. Completely missed it. It was so funny. And it wasn't until later that night, I think it was like in the dark, that you realized who she was, because I told you she was there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in the dark.
I think it was at the bonfire.
But that's when I went and told her. That's when I went and fessed up.
Yeah.
I was like, I went up to her and I said, "I'm sorry, I totally did not recognize you."
And I was like, I knew she was there.
And she even, when we were talking to Dana, she was even calling me Mike a couple times.
Yeah, it did not register. Somebody knew his name. But, I mean...
Come on, people. Are you surprised?
No. Not at all. It was so funny.
So another cool thing that happened, my friend Eric over at Life and Farmland, his daughter had how many inches?
13 to 14 inches.
Yes. And it's going to be Wigs for Kids. Has a bundle coming soon is what he posted.
Yeah.
That is awesome. She's what? Andrew's age?
Yeah. I don't know exactly how old she is. But I want to say she's
a little older than Andrew, maybe?
8, 6, 7, 8.
And then Mrs. Life and Farmland posted that picture
She
with her haircut.
Cute.
Yeah.
14 inches cut off to donate.
That's awesome. Wigs for Kids, and that actually has. I would kind of believe it when I see it. In fact, I sent Eric Life Farmland, I sent him a text message. I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know my kids thought that was really cool what your daughter did." I said, and my oldest, especially my oldest daughter, says she would like to do that, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, she likes her long hair, so she would have to like grow it double what it is now before she would cut it off. So, but that's awesome that she did that.
That is. So, let's see, what else we got? What else did we do, baby?
I don't know. What do we have?
Well, first of all...
Oh, yeah, we did all... I told you this past week, it's just like mush.
So...
I have no idea what we're doing.
If you guys saw our Friday vlog last week, we were going to go look at some Christmas lights.
Yep.
But then, Andrew, when we went out to eat... So, in that vlog, I think we talked about... starting a tradition of going out for Chinese. And before we go look at the Christmas lights at the MIS racetrack. It's a huge setup. It's very cool. But they said... but Andrew ended up with a upset belly. And Jenny had mentioned in that vlog also that she had thought about doing the same exact thing, but going and getting pizza or something instead. So we did have to make dinner. Well, anyways... So we did Chinese Friday night, and then we went and watched the lights Saturday night. And on the way to watch the lights Saturday night, we picked up pizza. So we're not doing good on the health side, but we're having fun.
Yeah.
And so...
I just want to make note of this real quick. Backyard Eden says his kiddo and wife did that on Mother's Day, Wigs for Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wholesome Roots has donated her hair 3 times.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
All you guys, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I saw another one. Don't let me skip over. Where was? Oh, Terry Troto said her daughter donated 14 inches last year.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
That is really cool. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, that's fine. No, that's really cool. 3 times Wholesome Roots. Holy cow, that's cool.
Oh my goodness. And Bandana Grandma's granddaughter has super thick red hair and donated over a foot of hers too. Wow.
Man, you guys are on it.
Man, my hair is going to get like to here and I'm going to be like, chop it off. I can't handle it.
Hey, what kind of wig would this be?
Old man toupee? I don't know.
That's right, Coco. I agree. 4 food groups right there in the pizza.
Yeah.
But anyway, so...
Except mine doesn't have any veggies.
So we... Right. Tomato sauce.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll go with that.
So we went and looked at the lights and we picked up pizza to eat in the van while we went around and did lights. But we had to wait.
Oh my gosh.
And once you're in this line, there's really no getting out of this line. Does he hear hair count? Oh, that's too funny.
That is. That is funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's funny. But so we end up there. Once you're in this line, there is really no getting out. There was a spot early on that we could have turned around.
Yeah.
But after that,
you are stuck.
You're stuck.
You are stuck in line.
And it was a 2-hour wait, or more.
No, it was about a 2-hour wait.
But these are just a couple of the pictures. But yeah, it was a 2-hour wait, and then it took us 45 minutes to drive through the display. And it is a really cool setup. I'm not really showing you any super cool pictures here, but
no.
But yeah, so 3 hours of our night, 2 hours or more of it sitting in line. The pizza everybody was done eating within 20 minutes of being in line.
Yep. We ate more cold pizza on the way home.
We did.
By then we were all hungry again. But
being stuck in traffic you volunteered for.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it was funny because we stopped at the gas station on the way there, and I picked up some drinks. And the guy behind the counter asked if we were going to the night lights, and I said yeah. And he's like, everybody says that it's really cool, but most of the guys say it's like being stuck in a traffic jam. And I was like, oh, I don't think it'd be that bad, because we had already driven by it and there was no traffic out to the road. But then when we went back, we started in line on the main road. Like, we didn't even make it into the racetrack yet. And we were there 10 minutes, and Mike's like being stuck in a traffic jam. I was like, he said just like what that guy said.
It was rough.
It was
really rough.
And at one point, it was, Mom. I looked at him and I said, I'm going to get out. And I'm just going to walk. I can walk faster than what y'all are moving right now.
Oh, yeah. So they ended up having these two big, huge, long lines that were merging into one.
Yeah, one coming from the east side and one coming from the west side. And
man.
So, like, 10 cars from the other side would go, and then 10 cars from this side would go. Then we had to stop to be able to pay at the ticket booth, and then things finally started.
Our biggest mistake was going on Saturday night.
Yeah, that was
that's just like I was just telling... Who was I just talking about maybe going there?
I have no idea.
I think my coworker.
Oh, I was going to say, I know I talked to my mom and dad about it.
And I told him, I said, you're going to want to go like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. You're
go during the week.
Yeah.
Don't go on me.
So then we went and did another lights thing with Jenny's parents, and this was a lot of fun. We went to the Potter Park Zoo in Lansing, Michigan, and they have all the lights set up and what animals are out. You can walk around and see them, and it was a lot of fun. Whoa, I'm all over the place. But we got to see some stuff. What's this? Oh, a little lioness.
There's sleepies.
Is that what you call it, a lioness?
A lioness, yeah.
Or a lion? How about a lion? Your daddy.
He looks snuggly. But I bet you.
Have you noticed that the glass on those windows does not look real thick?
It doesn't, but I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I was telling your dad.
When we were there that way, I'm pretty sure he was going to come through the glass that day, but...
we went there, Jenny and I had only...
I think we had only been dating a couple of months, and so TJ was little.
TJ had to have been 6 or 7 months or something, 7, 8 months. And Jenny did not like TJ being...
next to the glass, because I wanted a picture of TJ next to the lion, and the lion was like, little kid. And I was like, whoa, no. And he's like pawing at the glass. I'm like, nope. It's time to leave.
I was telling your dad when we were walking around, I was like, Jenny was all freaked out in here with TJ when we came here.
Okay, well, when we walked in, I'm pretty sure the wolves were going to come eat us. And then we got the lion trying to come through the glass. I mean, it was like...
Yeah, so I tried taking a picture. Well, I did take a picture of Jenny. This was what, 11 years ago?
Yes.
10-ish 11.
The 11 years ago.
And so I was trying to take a picture of Jenny and TJ with the wolf prancing back and forth behind her. That wolf
and it's just like little fencing.
Snack size,
It's not like, it was just fencing between us and the wolves. And the fence is what, 8-10 foot tall?
Yes, the fence.
Tall.
The kind of thing that's kind of a little freaky about the fence, I guess, is a coyote could jump that fence. I don't know what wolves could do, but I know a coyote could jump that fence.
Yeah, and here's these wolves that are looking at us like we're a midday treat, and
they are awesome animals. So they are really cool animals.
No. And then the lion tried to eat us through the glass. I mean, it was just like Me and that zoo, we don't get along. He is so cute, that little shrew.
Is that what they call the
shrew.
tree shrew or whatever it was called?
Yeah, North Tree Shrew, I think is what he's called. He's so cute.
Frog. Hello.
Leopard frog.
And bats.
Who really didn't appreciate the
flash
going off.
I'm sure they wanted a sign that said no flash photography.
Sorry bats.
Let's see. Who else here?
Snack size, yeah. I don't know. We should show pictures of TJ when he was a baby at that point, because he was not snack size. He was cheeks to shoulders. He was no neck. He was full
out meal size.
He was almost 24 pounds.
We were just showing a friend of ours these pictures tonight.
He was almost 24 pounds at 6 months, and he stayed that weight until he was almost 3 years old.
How fast can you find that picture? Can you IM it, do you think, to me?
IM it, like,
or I could do. Is it on my wall?
No. Here, let me just put it.
Okay. She'll get all that going.
Yeah, let me get it. I mean, do you want the John Goodman one?
Yeah, I call it the John Goodman one. See, oh, so we've done all the pictures. This is what it looked like last week. I want to say this was Friday. This was actually kind of cool. This is facing. That's behind the house, right? So these trees. This is
no, because that's the road.
Oh, that's across the road. Oh, right. So looking eastward.
Eastward?
No, looking east. The west side of the trees are froze. Now, when you looked west, the east side of the trees were not. It's pretty cool. That's the day that the fog froze.
Oh yeah, that's what that was.
And actually, I think I don't know how well these Instagram pictures show up on here for you guys, but I actually posted this to Instagram.
How do you want me to share this to you?
Okay, so let's see. So when the fog froze, it froze the one side like that, but you can see the other side looking the other way, 180 degrees back. It did not freeze that side of the tree. That was kind of interesting stuff. How did you share it?
How do you want me to share it?
Maybe just shoot me an IM would be the easiest.
Okay.
Or the drive. You want to upload it to the drive?
I can. I'll put it in tonight's folder.
We've been using Google Drive a lot. I don't know what I keep wanting to do a video also. We track our finances, our farm finances through Google Drive as well. And I had somebody ask me if I could do a video on that. But basically, using Google Sheets and stuff, you can create a form. And whenever you fill out the form on your phone remotely, whatever data you put in there, it'll save it to the to a spreadsheet automatically. And once it's saved into a spreadsheet on Google Drive, if you know anything about spreadsheets, you can manipulate all that data however you want. And so I track how many bags of feed the pigs eat and everything.
Yeah.
The chickens are the big money watchers that I do. I don't know why, because I just feel like if you
they eat a lot of food and we don't get many eggs.
Well, but I also feel. Oh no, I meant the meat birds. I'm sorry, the meat birds. I just feel like if you kind of slip on that a little bit, it's easy to either make a little or lose a whole lot on the chickens, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, so you put it in what?
Tonight's folder, there's 2 pictures.
I bet you.
Right there.
Oh, where?
Right there.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm not, it is. All right, so
yeah,
now we're paying attention to TJ in this picture, not me. Look at that boy.
He's maybe 7 months old, maybe. Oh my goodness.
And he was 20 pounds easy?
Oh, well, he was about 24 pounds.
Yeah, and he stayed 24 for a couple years.
Yeah, so he was like...
He grew into it a lot.
He just got taller and taller and taller, but that boy was... Yes, chunky monkey. Yes, he's our chub.
I call that the John Goodman picture for what I don't know if there's a good...
It's so funny.
Did that blow up on there? It did.
When he was born, he was 7 pounds 14 ounces and 21 inches, and he was 12 days late. Yeah. He has no neck. He has no neck.
Hey there, Mr. No Neck.
He was so chubby, he would get so hot in the car that we had to take his t-shirts off.
I still find it hard to believe he was that big. Look at he's so awesome. Oh my gosh. That's a long baby. How long was he?
21 inches.
That's long? I don't know.
Yeah.
How long was Faith?
Faith, 19 inches.
19, okay. Let's see. I'm with you, Papa. I miss my flip phone like a dummy. I went and got one of those smartphones a few months. Yeah, somebody we know saw it. Oh no, my dad just got rid of a flip phone recently, right? Oh, so those are the TJ pictures that are awesome. Did we end up showing that one? Did you want to talk about that anymore?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
That was not after Mike got out of the service. That was one of the 2 times I could convince him to grow hair so I could see what he looked like with hair. And it lasted about as long as taking that picture.
Yeah, because there's actually another one that we were showing people tonight where I'm bald. Yeah. And have a goatee. Yeah. Because the picture of TJ that we were just showing you, that had to, what year was that?
2006.
2006. So I had been out of the Army for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was one of the few times right then for those pictures, which I think it stayed around for maybe a week, and then you shaved it back off.
I like that haircut though. If I were to have a haircut, that is what I would like to have.
And then for our wedding, that was one of the I guess negotiating things, and I was like, you're gonna have hair, right? Like, you're gonna grow hair. And so we did, and then the day after we got married, he shaved his head and his nephew's head.
Oh, that's right.
Because Jacob was like, I want to be bald like Uncle Mike, and he hated it.
He did. With his parents' permissions, I shaved
yes, of course.
I didn't just say, hey, look at your kid. Hey, sister. All right.
That's too funny.
That is. Boy, those pictures of TJ, that's something else. Let's go back to some group posts here real quick.
Okay.
Why can't the bankrupt farmer complain? Because he's got no beef.
He's got no beef.
Why were the baby strawberries crying?
That one was cute.
Because their ma and pa were in a jam. And then on top of that, Rachel Stafford, who is that 1870s homestead, the one playing
with the dancing turkey.
The one with the dancing turkey. Baked some cookies today. Let's take a look at this. So there's those jokes, and there's those cookies that she made. These are looking pretty good. What do you think? That's not gonna. Oh, that does.
Yeah, those are really nice looking cookies.
Yes. That's what. Well, we got a busy day tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We got a real busy day tomorrow. Well, not super busy. I got running around with the kids.
That one would have been a cute answer to their wholesome roots for the strawberry ones. Why were baby strawberries getting picked on?
Getting picked on.
That would have been a cute answer.
Why did the snowman name his dog Frost? Because frost bites. I'll be here all week, he says. And then, Rachel Stafford. Oh
my goodness, she's making more stuff.
Made some more cinnamon rolls.
Round 3 of cinnamon rolls. So how many cinnamon rolls did you make?
Yeah, if you don't know, Rachel, I have a very big weakness for cinnamon rolls. In fact, I was just talking to the kids. Christmas morning, it might have to be cinnamon roll morning. Come here, Punky.
Yeah, you look like something.
And then let's see. Gary says, if pigs learned to fly, would the price of bacon skyrocket? Grace, you know what I forgot to tell you last night?
Is it right here in the corner? Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Well, I don't see anything.
Grace, do you remember last night when we were doing the animals, you were doing chores with Daddy?
Yeah.
All that hay was falling from upstairs when the kids were doing hay.
Oh, yeah.
And I told you get out of there. I didn't want all that hay to get in your eyeballs or something.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I came inside and my eye was super irritated. I had a piece of hay in my eyeball. A little hay dust in there.
He did.
And it bugged me for almost all night.
Part-time permies and guns. Say hi, Gracie. And say hi.
Hi.
What do you get when you play tug of war with a pig?
What do you get when you play tug of war with a pig?
I'm just saying, pulled pork.
Yeah. I thought too.
That's what you thought?
too.
That's awesome. Here, let's look at Rachel's cinnamon rolls here real quick.
So she said that she did like 6 pans each batch. What, 6 times 3?
6 times 3, 18. Whew. All right.
More people are saying hi.
Hi, Gracie.
Try cinnamon rolls with chopped pecans in them. Ooh.
Well, anything's better with pecans, right?
Yeah.
And now Tangy.
Especially Tanner's pecans.
Yes. Especially Tanner's Pecans, who was gracious enough. Scatchmade Homestead, Tanner's Pecans, all the same thing. Leslie and Danny were gracious enough to donate this 1 pound worth of pecan halves. Not pecans, Grace.
We don't want pecans.
They're not. We don't want pecans. They're pecans.
Okay. Say pecans.
Cats.
Say pecan. But don't. Can you say, hey Danny, is it pecans?
Can you say that?
I don't know.
But Tangy over at Freedom Homestead won that.
Yeah, and actually Tangy just asked, does Grace still do that cute thing when she eats? Sometimes, especially if she's sitting here by herself, I'll hear her in another room and I'll just start giggling because that's what she's doing. So she does still do it sometimes.
She doesn't do it like she used to, but she does still do it sometimes.
I think she stopped doing it because after a while we were like, Grace, can you eat without making noise?
As cute as it is, it did become a little irritating.
Because she would get loud about it. And
it's
not
cute
even
for
realize.
y'all on a 10-second video clip.
Yeah, but for every single meal, and she would get loud doing it and not even realize it. But yeah, she does still do it sometimes.
Hey, and here's
Bet in the Farm's here.
Hey, Bet in the Farm. I think. Well, I won't say. Okay.
Do you remember Jenny and Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to lunch with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny's here.
Say hi. Say hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
That's you. Oh, yep, that's me.
So last week's
Did you boop
post in our group Pratt Pack. So if you just Google or not Google, but in Facebook just type in Pratt Pack, you'll find our group. But here's the post from last week. We can scroll through it real quick.
What does that say?
I'm so jealous that you can. Life on Beagle Farm is all about the beard.
Well, here, let's cut it off and send it to him.
Donate it to him?
We'll donate the beard.
Cut. Keep.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no, we
You
don't
want
wanna
Daddy to keep the beard, don't you? I would look kind of silly with it shaved off, wouldn't I?
No, he would look like that.
Yeah, him look like this.
Do we want that picture?
What?
Do we want
I wouldn't
that
look exactly like that. That's my basic training picture. Might have a couple extra wrinkles and stuff. But so here's the post from last week that we didn't get to.
Mommy,
Meg Holler, the Holler Homestead, says it's her favorite night of the week. She has some pictures to share. Danny Fox said everybody have a Merry Christmas. Meg Holler got some eggs here. That's actually a pretty nice picture.
That is. I like that basket.
Meg Holler did what she do. Rolls our dinner. Oh my gosh. People have our P.O. box, right?
Is he? Yeah, I know, right? Is he cutting the beard as a Christmas gift? I should have put that on my Christmas list. You know?
But why would you put it on there knowing you'd be disappointed?
Because it's wishful thinking. I know. No, he won't cut the beard.
There are two cows standing in the field. The first cow says to the other. Says, I was artificially inseminated this morning. The second cow replies, no way, I don't believe you. The first says, it's true, no bull. And then I've been talking a lot with Travis Green, bare bone European mounts. We had a couple conversations going. He does some nice work for European mounts and stuff for deer, and looking really good. If an Idaho baker is the king of potatoes and a russet a prince, then what is Tom Brokaw? Oh, you know what? I think she sent the answer to that in a message. How are you liking the new tractor? I am liking the new tractor. can't even tell. I mean, I haven't put it to a lot of use, but the work I've done a little bit in the field over there for the garlic and
well, we dug
so much
fence post, which we have to dig another one because he broke another one.
Fence post.
Probably
because he's feeling so good.
Probably. But you did dig that hole, and it was on the side where when we put the pasture in the first time around, we got stuck a lot with the Ford.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm like, oh man, the half hour I spent using the post hole digger on the other hole was kind of worthless.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the amount of horsepower difference is just...
You just don't know what's there.
You just don't. I mean, I got a big heavy disc that I pull behind this new one now, and which I think you guys probably saw some pictures on our Facebook page and Instagram maybe, but
yeah,
it doesn't even know it's back there. It doesn't. So I'm liking it. It's cool.
I like it when I drive it too.
Jenny, you were pretty nervous at first, but I was like, come on, you gotta drive it.
When we were looking at it, I was like, I'm never gonna drive that. Like, there's no way that thing is huge. And now I'm like, I gotta go move this. I'm going to get the tractor.
Yeah, I love it when Jenny gets on there, and like you guys might have seen the videos of her. Our baler is all screwed up, so I have to tie the knots while she's driving the tractor pulling the baler. And she originally said she would never do that. Yeah,
that was with the Ford. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna bail. That thing shakes that tractor so bad, but
yeah, the 8N, the baler shakes the 8N like crazy.
And I did that 3 days after having the surgery on my arm.
Yes,
I was out there driving the tractor around.
Talk about that.
Sure.
Boom.
Chicken eggs.
We have not had fresh eggs in a really long time.
No, we haven't. We made a lot of changes. We should have known better, but we made a lot of changes to our coop, and like we downsized our flock. We threw a bunch of baby chickens in. It was a lot of changes at once. The weather changed, the light changed. Whoa.
Meg says she could send us rolls, but they might be still.
Oh yeah. And so like our ducks and our chickens were just like, nope, egg production comes to an end right now.
And not to mention molt, everything else. And we got feathers all over.
Oh my gosh, the amount of feathers.
Like, we just bump. It's like everything at once.
You could like fill a couple mattresses with those feathers. There's so many feathers everywhere between the pasture and the barn.
That's been clearing up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's getting better.
But for the ducks not to lay.
Yeah, and it's not like they're old. I mean, we have two different age groups. We have 2-year-old ducks and 1-year-old ducks. They shouldn't have stopped at this point. So we've made some changes, and our chickens are starting to lay again. We've gotten a couple of chicken eggs the last couple days each. Yeah. And so hopefully things are they're settling down. And the 2 roosters that look like Scamper, the twins, I heard them crowing for the first time.
Oh yeah, when I do CJ, a lot of times in the mornings, when I real early in the mornings on a weekday, I do CJ. Yeah. And they've been out there crowing, and they sound so silly.
They do. Today was the first time I heard them, and I'm like, at first I was like, is the dog a squeaky toy? And then I heard them again. I'm like, oh, it's little roosters.
All right, Jack, have a good one, man. Thanks. Hey, I love the joke. I've actually played it for the kids a couple times too. They loved it too.
Yeah, it was funny.
Apparently we're on the big screen in the caver house.
Yeah, that's where we need to be.
Oh wait, do I? Yes, part-time permies. Yeah, the daylight's a factor.
Everything just hit at once.
Yeah, and
it wasn't bad.
I guess you could say we do supplemental lighting, not really intentionally, but we do have the barn lights kick on. Well, actually, specifically the light in the coop. Yeah. Kick on for a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours at night. But that's
our window of doing chores.
That's really so it's lit down. I mean, it helps the chickens, but it's lit when we go down there.
Yeah. So then we don't have to worry about carrying the spotlight around and
rats.
Stuff. So
we think the rat problem is clearing up. I have no doubt they're still around.
I see one mouse when I'm milking. For whatever reason.
Oh, a mouse?
Yeah, it's a mouse. So we have rat traps in the feed stall right now.
Happy winter solstice.
But I think we need to take mouse traps because, I mean, it is a small mouse. And I'm wondering if he just doesn't weigh enough to set off. Oh, he's that small? He's small. Oh. And so I'm wondering if he doesn't weigh enough to set off the rat traps. So I keep meaning to take a mouse trap down there. But but I don't hear them in the hay upstairs anymore. I don't see them running across the rafters anymore. But we never did catch that big one. The minivan.
Yeah, the big one. There is a big one that's somewhere. We haven't caught.
Unless it left.
Yeah.
We did have the hawk. Was that in our show last week?
Was that last week?
I have no idea what day that was. It's right there.
Nope.
Nope,
It
that
wouldn't have
wasn't.
been in our show.
Okay, so.
Well, let me answer this real quick.
Okay.
Mark says a lot of balers won't tie the plastic string, but there's a way to fix the problem. Yeah, I'm open for anything, but it ties like a champ on the one side, no problem. And then I thought the bad side, I thought it was actually having a problem cutting, and I had somebody tell me about sharpening those knives that cut, and I did that, and it didn't help.
Nope.
But that whole knot or head is like loose too.
Yeah,
the other side's nice and firm.
It's something's not right about it.
I'm all game for trying a new baling twine, but I'm kind of convinced it's a mechanical issue. But I really don't know either. So.
But right now, something else is broke on it, so we can't even play with it anyways.
I'm trying to think if there's a better picture than this to actually put up, but we'll do that.
Okay.
So if you guys follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you'll know that my wife is a warrior and catches hawks.
Yeah, so this is a Cooper's hawk, and the boys and I were actually doing chores together that morning, which the kids typically don't go down there to do morning chores. But I had them with me that morning, and I'm kind of glad I did, because then I got to see the hawk. But Andrew and TJ were coming out of the coop from getting the ducks out, and were shutting the door, and I was coming out of the feed stall when this something came flopping around in the barn and scared the ducks really bad, which scared the boys, which in turn scared me. And Andrew didn't realize what it was at first, but he knew whatever was happening wasn't good, and he went back into the coop and shut the door so nobody could go in. And I realized as it went in front of the feed stall, it swooped across in the feed stall and then headed towards the window, I realized that it was a hawk, and I yelled, "Get it out!" And TJ's standing there like, how?
What do you want me to do about it, Mom?
How am I supposed to get this bird? And so I walked over to it, and it just kept bouncing across the window. It was very scared. And so I just gently, put its wings down. And he was so small. I mean, my hands touched around him. He was a tiny bird, very young hawk. And so I held on to him, but I was getting ready to take him out and let him go, and I'm like, oh, real quick, TJ, reach inside my flannel pocket, get the camera.
Nobody's ever going to believe I caught a hawk.
Yeah, because oh yeah, I caught a hawk. I'm sure you did. But yeah, so it was really neat. They got to see his talons, and he was panting. They got to see his tongue and stuff. I just thought it was really cool. Andrew came out of the coop when I had to hold him.
When Jenny would have got around later that day telling me about it, I would have been like, it probably wasn't a hawk, baby. It was probably something. You didn't catch a hawk.
You caught like a barn swallow. It was not a barn. It was a hawk. It was Cooper's hawk. So yeah, it was just really neat.
Yeah, it was cool. Hey, I see Teresa, if she gets okay from the county, or Terry, is going to get some chickens, and any thoughts on what you would suggest for a chicken? Backyard Eden rightfully says, you need to consider like your weather and stuff, and she's in what was she in?
Southwest.
South
Carolina.
SWNC?
No,
SWSC. I don't personally know enough about chickens to recommend anything. I know all the ones that we have, and Jenny can list off the breeds. They seem to do perfectly fine in all of our cold weather here.
Yeah.
And our hot weather. But,
I really liked our first ones that we got, and unfortunately we've lost both of them, but they were our Buff Orpingtons. They were really good egg layers. They were the first we had 2 Buff Orpingtons and a Buff Brahma Standard. And of the 2 breeds, our Orpingtons started laying first, which I guess that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. But they were a large size egg. They were light brown, but they were just, those 2 at least, their demeanor was really nice. They're really mellow. The one, Ollie, you could snuggle, which I guess, if you spend enough time with them, you can do that with any of them, I guess. But I do really like the Buff Orpingtons, and I wouldn't mind having them again sometime in the future.
I'm completely in. I know nothing.
Our Rhode Island Reds are standoffish. Our Easter Eggers are skittish. but our Orpington, Ollie,
Yeah.
I would snuggle Ollie. So,
Yeah.
But
You should read what Flip Flop Barnyard said.
the hawk catching ninja. Yeah, I saw the pic on Instagram and left my house and saw 2 hawks on a fence. I wanted to try to catch them like Jenny, the hawk catching ninja. And I think it was.
But I didn't. I kept driving a little.
Oh yeah. You should have gone out there and tried it. No,
That's
no,
awesome.
yeah. The family oriented said I wouldn't have been able to do that about the hawk. Well, and you know, that's one thing I told Mike too. You know, it's kind of like with that rat picture. People were like, "Oh my gosh, how did you take a picture of you holding a dead rat next to you?" And
I was gonna say I was impressed.
I didn't really think about it. I was just like, I want to show people that we caught this rat, man.
Right.
And so I took the picture, and it was just the same with the hawk. You know, I didn't really think about, oh my gosh, this is a hawk in our barn, and you know, we could get hurt, or it could take off one of our animals or something. He was bouncing off the window, and he was gonna get hurt. I had to help him.
Yeah, but
I would want somebody to help me if I'm bouncing off a window.
but if you were to like before this happened and said, hey, if somebody said, hey, would you ever catch a hawk? You'd be like, oh no, I would never. I could never do that. Same with a rat.
It'd be impossible. Oh yeah, then I want.
But then when the time comes, you're doing it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
That's
Maybe?
that's the key. You don't think about it. That's why I always try not to think.
Oh yeah, that works well. Yeah, they are pretty birds, but they will kill the chickens. Yes.
And the hawk hung out on the barn for the next couple days and longer.
Yeah, he hung out for a little while, but I haven't seen him in the past few days. I think what he was actually doing was when he came in, so did a bunch of little barn swallows. I think he was chasing the little birds because none of the chickens were outside yet, and the ducks were.
There was snow, so they don't really go out.
Yeah, the ducks were about 3/4 of the way to the door, but they were like 3 times his size. I really don't think he was gonna go after a duck. I could be wrong, but I think he was chasing those little birds in, and then realized that was a mistake, and he did not know how to get out.
Good night, Bandana Grandma. It was great having you here. Flip Flop says they saved a robin once. Totally not the same.
But good job.
Bandana Grandma, I'll try to keep you in my thoughts, okay?
Can Jen catch me a 30-point buck, please? After we catch one for ourselves, sure, I'll give it a go.
All right, I think Bandana Grandma's got the right idea, actually. I think it's time to get going. It's 10:22.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Hawk Whisper, yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Yep.
You better know me at the next conference, Michael. She said.
I'm just gonna come run up to you and give you a big old bear hug, and then it won't be you; it'll be some other lady wearing a bandana or something. I'll get arrested.
Well, I actually
Man arrested at conference, hugging all ladies.
yeah,
Hugging all the ladies.
hugging all the ladies with bandanas. Okay. I was taking Faith to a Girl Scout event, and we stopped so I could get coffee on the way, and some guy walked by and he's like, "Oh hey, how you doing?" And I was like, I turned around and looked, and he's like, "Oh, I am so sorry. I thought you were somebody else." I mean, he like jumped back like 4 feet, like he thought I was gonna deck him or something.
He knew you were a hawk ninja.
I was like, "It's okay, but I don't know you." But good morning. I'm gonna get my coffee. So yeah, it was just so funny. I could totally see you doing that though. So.
And Mud Pie Girl 2, we saw your message. We are going to contact Clyde and get you guys talking. And he's actually going to send you the planner.
And I've got Tangi's message, so we can get that set up for Tanner's Pecans. So, both of you.
Sounds good. All right, but you got to do the honors, babe.
Oh. All right. Where do we go? There we go.
Oh, yeah, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Because our next show
will be after Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, I better go shopping.
If you're traveling, please travel safely.
Yes.
Like, oh, my brother should be leaving soon to start heading home.
Oh.
His first year home in 4 years since he moved away.
First time homing for Christmas.
For Christmas, yes. So excited. All right, bye.
All right, guys, have a good night.